Flying in the name of Jesus. The Times-Picayune reports that a televangelist based in Louisiana is seeking money from his followers for a $54 million jet for the Lord's work. The jet can reportedly go anywhere in the world in one stop. The Times-Picayune reports televangelist Jesse Duplantis is asking for money to purchase a Dassault Falcon 7X, a 3-engine jet with customizable cabins. In a video he posted to his ministry's website, Duplantis said that he has owned 3 different jets in his life and has used them and burning them up for the Lord. Apparently, he believes that the Falcon 7X will allow him to save money and not pay those exorbitant prices with jet fuel all over the world. Duplantis defended himself for the use of private jets, saying that commercial airlines are filled with a bunch of demons which get in the way of their busy schedules. The Christian Post reports that Duplantis said that God asked him to believe in him for a Falcon 7X and not purchase it himself. Duplantis added that he believes that if Jesus was physically on Earth today, he wouldn't be riding a donkey. He would be in an airplane preaching the gospel all over the world. Stay tuned for more crazy religious stories.
Judge bans high school from using nativity scene in Christmas show because it's unconstitutional. Wait, what? A U.S. judge has ruled an Indiana high school's live depiction of the nativity scene in their Christmas show is unconstitutional. No, we're not BSing you here. Last week, Judge John DeGuelio, whom we're assuming is missing at least half a brain, banned Concord High School from using the nativity scene. But why? Well, with the help of the Freedom from Religion Foundation and the American Civil Liberty Union, an anonymous father and son sued the school because they felt the depiction was overtly religious. Judge DeGuelio agreed, saying the scene was unconstitutional because it endorsed religion. Sorry to interrupt stupid here, but isn't Christmas by default a Christian celebration? The school tried to play ball by including depictions of Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and other celebrations, but because these were only briefly shown on screens, while Christianity got a live scene and was the star of the show, Judge DeGuelio noted the school placed a disproportionate emphasis on Christendom.
Again, very sorry to interrupt the absurd.
But it's a bloody Christmas show. Kind of hard not to avoid a disproportionate connection to, like, Christianity and stuff. The school has since removed the live nativity scene from their Christmas show, as a pre-trial date for the case has been set for January 7th. Now, the school show had included this for decades, and whether you're religious or not, you at least acknowledge Christmas is a Christian celebration. But here's an idea. Rather than abuse the Constitution to get your own little safe space, this Christmas, why not cancel the lawsuit and just choose not to go, or maybe take part in the show instead?
Muslim shows off arsenal of weapons outside Christian conference. A Muslim American has stirred up controversy after filming himself with a car full of weapons just outside a Christian conference in South Dakota. The man showed up wearing a shirt that said, "I am an American, I am Muslim, I open carry and conceal carry. I am only dangerous if you are stupid." He live-streamed the event while holding a Quran until a security guard told him filming wasn't allowed. When asked his name, the man replied he was the Muslim John Smith and walked out.
What is your name?
My name is John Smith.
Back in his car, the man went back on Facebook Live and launched into a profanity-laced rant complaining about the event. He challenged people to be scared as he pulled out a bunch of handguns, an AK-47, AR-15, and a couple boxes of ammo. Rant and show and tell done, the gun-crazy dude finally drove off. As you might expect, the Christians felt thoroughly threatened and called the cops on the guy. He was questioned by police, who chose not to press charges since he technically didn't break any laws. Still, the Christians aren't having it, claiming something bad could have happened to the 500 people in attendance if the guy's potential attack hadn't been thwarted by the hero security guard. No. The man was being an offensive asshat, definitely, but an actual terrorist wouldn't have warned anyone he was armed. Come on, America, can't we all just get along?
Muslim shopkeeper wishing Happy Easter stabbed 30 times in store. A Muslim shopkeeper in Glasgow, Scotland was brutally murdered outside his convenience store the day before Good Friday. Now, 32-year-old Uber driver Tanvir Ahmed has come forward and admitted to the killing. Being a member of the Ahmadi Islamic community, which promotes love for all, hatred for none, Asad Shah often made a point of wishing people a happy Easter. On March 24th, Shah had posted a message on social media that said, "Good Friday and very happy Easter to my beloved Christian nation." About 4 hours later, a gray Volkswagen Passat rolled up to the convenience store and Tanvir Ahmed got out of the car. Ahmed came with a purpose, which was to put an end to Shah's life, and in psychotic fashion, as it would seem. He reportedly stabbed the poor shopkeeper 30 times until he lay lifeless on the ground. He then stomped on Shah's head a few times before exiting the bloody scene and leaving Shah to die. Tanvir Ahmed admitted to the murder and stated that he believed Shah claimed to be a prophet, disrespecting the Prophet Muhammad. He claims the attack was not motivated by anything related to Christianity or any other religion. A vigil was held in memory of the 40-year-old Shah, with neighbors calling him a wonderful man and beloved member of his local community. A GoFundMe page has also been set up to help support his family, pulling in more than £111,000 in donations over the past 2 weeks.
Donald Trump versus Pope Francis, the battle for Mexico's border. Donald Trump's been doing a great job of making high-profile enemies throughout his campaign, and he recently added God's right-hand man to the list. Speaking about the Pope's trip to Mexico this past week, Trump said he didn't think the Pope understood the problems the U.S. is facing with the border, and that Mexico's leaders are using him as a pawn. He added that Mexico sends criminals and rapists to the U.S., and that when elected, he'll erect a 2,000-mile border wall to solve all the problems. In response, Pope Francis is quoted as saying, "A person who thinks only about building walls, wherever they may be, and not of building bridges, is not Christian." Well, the Donald didn't care for the Pope's weigh-in, saying, "For a religious leader to question a person's faith is disgraceful. I am proud to be a Christian." He also said this,
If and when the Vatican is attacked by ISIS, which as everyone knows is ISIS's ultimate trophy, I can promise you that the Pope would have only wished and prayed that Donald Trump would have been president.
Dear God.
A look at Charlie Hebdo's most controversial covers. The recent deadly attack on French satirical magazine Charlie Hebdo has left a stunned public wondering whether the magazine unfairly targeted Islam. Some reports of the shootings have referred to Charlie Hebdo as anti-Islamic and a Mohammed cartoons magazine. A quick look at Charlie Hebdo's most controversial covers shows that, yes, the French weekly poked fun at Islam, but it poked fun at pretty much everyone else too. This is likely the most widely recognized cover. In it, you can see a Muslim man smooching a Charlie Hebdo employee with the words, "Love is stronger than hate." The cover was a response to the 2011 firebombings of the Charlie Hebdo offices. That attack was spurred by this cover, a depiction of the Prophet Muhammad as the magazine's guest editor-in-chief. But no religious figure or politician is safe from the magazine's over-the-line criticisms. Even before Charlie Hebdo was Charlie Hebdo, the publication got in trouble with the French Interior Ministry. The magazine's predecessor, Hara Kari, released this cover in November 1970, making light of a former French president's death, and France completely banned the magazine because of it. Since its comeback and new name in 1992, Charlie Hebdo has unapologetically poked fun at Jews, Christians, current presidents, even celebrities like Michael Jackson. The Pope was targeted in 2010 for flip-flopping on birth control. He's seen here holding a condom and saying, "This is my body," a reference to communion. He was featured again after he resigned in 2013 on a cover that says, "Finally Free," where he's shown tenderly holding a Vatican guard. And the magazine went right to the source of Christianity with this one, which shows Jesus hanging from the cross and yelling, "I'm a celebrity, get me out of here." The uncompromising cartoonists are hyper-aware of the stir that they cause, and they showed it with this cartoon, which depicts all three religions uniting to say, "We must veil Charlie Hebdo."
Kneel before your AI godhead. Ex-Google and ex-Uber engineer Anthony Lewandowski has decided to preempt the AI apocalypse by forming a robot religion called the Way of the Future. According to Wired, papers filed with the IRS in May put Lewandowski as the dean and CEO of the nonprofit religion. Lewandowski is ex-Google and ex-Uber, and there's a story behind that. Google alleges that Lewandowski swiped self-driving car IP while working for them prior to his creating his driverless car company, Otto. Otto was later bought by Uber for $680 million. Now Uber and Google are embroiled in a lawsuit over the IP theft allegations. Lewandowski pled the fifth during the hearings. Uber fired him for not cooperating, and the judge ordered federal prosecutors to investigate. All of that is still ongoing. But back to the way of the future. Lewandowski's robo-religion has a gospel, reportedly dubbed the Manual. They'll worship the Godhead, an advanced AI they predict will evolve to hold godlike intelligence. Now, we can't tell if Lewandowski is being real, trolling, or pulling a Hubbard and doing the Elrond dance. What's your take?